Good morning, everyone. Oof. Slightly delayed crunch, but I am here. Hi. Mal will be up in just a moment. My glasses are very filthy. Let me fix that. All right, cool. Hi. I was downstairs taking care of a few little things. I mean, I got myself a coffee. That's like one part of it. My hair is a mess. It is a mess. I need to get a shower. That's one thing. The other thing is that I really need a haircut. This is my hair. Like hair's a gradual process, but it's like there's a line where like suddenly it'll cross that line, and all of a sudden it'll be like my life is a mess. I don't know about that. James says, "Wait, it's morning. You didn't take a shower?" I never take a shower before breakfast stream, ever, because that would require being up earlier than breakfast stream, and that's too hard. Oh yeah, I do need. Okay, hold on. Let me. What I'm gonna send a tweet about breakfast stream being live. I'm gonna use an animated GIF of something. I'm gonna take suggestions from the audience. So I'm gonna go ahead and type up the tweet. Give me a subject to look for on the animated GIF. Hair, penguin, Yu-Gi-Oh, sheep. I'm seeing a few hair and a few daddies. Okay, hold on. Let's type, I'm gonna type in hair daddy. What's the worst that could happen there, right? There's a Rugrats GIF. I'm drawn to Rugrats because it is a show from my childhood. I'm gonna go with the Rugrats GIF. It's pretty innocent. And then I'm gonna say, hey, it's that time. And then I'm gonna link to the thing. Okay, I'm doing that live. That's fine. Learn. I did it. Oh no, maybe my life is a mess. I actually, so I had a conversation with my parents yesterday. I did a FaceTime call with them because there's been several things happening here, and I was like, oh, I got to tell you about these things. And when I did that, I was like, yeah, I'm hoping to get back home before Coliseum because I could use a haircut. And after I told my mom everything that's going on, she's like, you're not gonna have time to get back here. And I was like, you don't know that. And she's like, when would you come back? And I'm like, this day? She's like, isn't that like a day or two before you leave for Coliseum? And I was like, yeah. She's like, why don't you just go get your haircut? Like, somewhere. She's like, because Mao and Haley and Brandon, like, they all got haircuts and they all turned out real good. And I was like, yeah. She's like, listen, she's like, I love to cut your hair. And I'll cut your hair whenever you want. She's like, but you don't have time to get back here before Coliseum.
Oh, can I have the glasses cleaner?
And I was like, all right. So, it's seeming a little unlikely, perhaps, that I'm going to get back home within the next 2 weeks. So, one of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to get a haircut locally somewhere, or I'm going to not get a haircut. I could go on a double haircut. Oh, that's so many hard words. Double haircut date. I got through it. Double haircut date with Alex. Me and Alex could go get our haircut together. I do think I would rather look more like myself for Coliseum.
I think so too.
Anyway.
Sorry, I was making my yogurt.
Morning.
Morning.
You sleep good? Oh no. Ask me that question.
I know the answer. How did you sleep, Stephen?
Good. Listen, I had some things to do. Let's read some alerts, shall we? We got a subscription from TTR Wardana. Welcome. 28 months from Caulk9, 7 months from Nora Plays Things, 34 from Hyrule's Dawn, 20 from Annie11037, 53 from Squid Baconator, 53 from Ryu, 15 from Zach Lumberjack, 35 from 63 Phils, 2 from Studio Jimbo, 45 from Harm NTG, 44 from Everchanger, 4 from Winnie Jr., 36 from Riost. Congrats on the 3. 53 also from Phantom SVT. So close to a combo. Also 300 bits from Full Metal Grizz with the Crunch Clown. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Something was itching my wrist and it was a hair.
I have the Tiny Eddie mug this morning because I have been informed that there are some new things about Eddie this morning. I don't exactly know what. I think it's the base sentence structures. There's some I don't know. Chaz is in the process of rolling out Eddie updates, and there are some today, and that is what I've been told. Yeah. So in only new base sentences today and many new word parts. Okay. It's a work in progress.
Yep.
But there was a recent update. There was another update recently, and it was like liquid update. There's just always new liquids. You keep finding liquids in surprising places every day.
A complex blend of oversized flavors. Tiny Eddie's curry wrapped basil chunks.
I don't want that.
Doesn't actually seem that bad.
Send it back, Eddie.
That was a bit from Ryan, who says, "Okay, Eddie, let's see what's new. A complex blend of oversized flavors." I like the concept of referring to a bold flavor as an oversized flavor. I like that a lot. That is a concept that has just been invented right now, and I like it. You go to a restaurant and they're like, "Do you want it mild?" You'd be like, "No, oversized."
A concept that's been only made right now is Tiny Eddie's slogan.
Tiny Eddie, for the human condition. Curry wrapped basil chunks. I like basil a lot. Wrapping it in curry seems like a good... Yes. Big and tall flavor. I like bold flavor, and I would have no trouble referring to it as fun new things. Oversized, big and tall. I want it bold. I just want... I really love bold flavors. I don't even know where that sound came from. That was 300 bits from Colin, who says, "It's been a while. What is the clown for the day?" Is everyone awake now? It sounds new. But every time I say that, Chaz is like, "That one was from 2019 or whatever." So then I'm like, I don't know what. We got 14 months from Guilford. Thank you.
The boring way to show your magnetism. Tiny Eddie's farm-grown egg school hot dogs.
It is Haley, isn't it? Who is it? 1050 from Anise, who says, what snack will Eddie give to the people running the painting segment at Kahlo? Also, Kahlo schedule is up! You know, you could just lie to me, and then I would be like, oh, thank God, now I can tell you all of the segments. Little thing to do for next year. Next year, just lie to me during the stream, and then I'll just believe you, and then I'll just tell you whatever you want.
Are we looking?
Where is it? Oh, it's on the Hararo site. Yeah. You lied to me. Oh no, I don't like that very much at all. Is it up officially? Okay, so can we tell them now? Is it up?
Chaz has the link.
Okay, well
I almost have it pulled up.
It's so
That's
slow.
last year.
Oh my God.
I had the wrong one.
Why?
There it is. Here
I
you
have
go.
a question.
Here you go.
I have a question. Why is the website bad? Like why is it Hararo? Why isn't it like the Runaway Guys?
A redirector there.
You know what I mean? Why? That's not really a question for y'all. But like, why is it like, the schedule's up on Hararo? Like, what is that? I don't know. Shouldn't it be something easy? Can we not have like the Runaway Guy? I don't know. Anyway, it's like none of my business, but like I don't really understand. I feel like that's something we should fix. Anyway, sorry, I haven't slept much, and as a result, I'm just speaking my mind this morning. Anyway, so at noon on Saturday, March 4th, there's something called painting. That's your boy.
I mean, that's my segment. You're in it.
That's your boy, and that's your girl, and the other boy, who is Josh Jepson. Yeah, we painting again. Y'all like painting, we heard, so we're just doing that again. So I'm allowed to just say that now. I can just say it. You know, desperately, I've just wanted to like tell you stuff. I just wanted to tell you stuff. I haven't been able to tell you anything. He got toy.
Yeah, he been
liked
playing.
With the toy.
Noah said, I'm glad I don't have jury duty on the day of your segment. Noah, you have jury duty?
Anyway, so, yeah, things... What is there to announce? And I don't know, you can read this yourself. Maybe you can't. If you can't, hold on. First, let me reread the Eddie here that we got, because now I'm real, like, dead set focused on this. Thank you, Anise, for letting me know, because I didn't even know. They don't tell us anything. The boring way to show your magnetism, Tiny Eddie's farm-grown egg school hot dogs. A vague Proton John feel to it. It says farm-grown egg school. I graduated from the farm-grown egg school. Anyway, 35 months from A Person Dude 1, 10 months from The Let's Gamer, 43 from SomberMake91, and 37 from Pallium. If you don't have this link pulled up, that's fine. Some people use this show kind of like a podcast. So let me just tell you. I'll just tell you with my human mouth what the schedule is for TRG Coliseum. As a reminder, TRG Coliseum starts on Friday, March 3rd, 2023. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow. On Friday, you will get Pokemon Scarlet/Violet Bingo, Splatoon 3, Pokemon Stadium minigames, Final Fantasy 14. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know how some of these work.
I don't know. I'm not involved with most of these. I'm sure that they'll be great. I just don't know how that's gonna work. Tangled Chords, Adriana Figueroa and Toxic X Eternity concerts, Super Mario 3D World Ellipsis ? And Werewolf. Oh,
Yeah, don't you remember what the question mark is?
oh, it's not that. It's that the offline was on, and that's just
that's
when the
because
show
it's
ends.
after midnight.
It's a little confusing.
I
but
know.
It's fine. On Saturday, there's. I know what it is, but
Yeah, we know
I'm
what
not
that
allowed
is.
to tell you. I can't tell you that one. And then painting. That's us. That's me and Josh and Mal. Mal's going to be doing instruction. And Josh and I are going to be painting.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. Then,
Spirit Tom says, we all know what the question mark is. Do you?
You don't.
You don't.
You really don't.
It's not hard to figure out.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's not. It was a cold day in hell for someone to figure out what that question mark is, because when they told us, I was like, what?
And I was like, I want to be part of that.
I was like, my first thought is, why are we doing this? But I'm not in it. It doesn't matter. So there's painting. Then that's my jam. This is where you like identify video game music. Super Mario Sunshine Crowd Control Race. TRG makes music, which is the thing that Jules had done before. It's always been a lot of fun. Last year was Pairs and Port. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The Coliseum Band Concert. And then Disco Only. I'm hosting Disco Only. What does that even mean? I am handling Disco Only. Why the wild world we live in.
When you're done, I have to
don't
message
actually,
someone.
I don't actually have any assets for the show. And I could ask John, but I probably won't.
What if you made took a big white piece of paper and took crayon and wrote it out, but it looked like kids' handwriting and
Mallory,
one letter's backwards?
Mallory. I need you to do me a favor.
What?
I need you to shut up. I need you to shut up.
We sharing the brain cell this morning?
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes I have ideas, and you're just like, here's an idea that's the same or an idea that's very adjacent to yours, and then you'll just reveal it. And then even if that's not the case, the second thing that can happen is you'll get everyone riled up for a thing that doesn't exist. So either way, I lose. So you can't do that. You cannot. You can do it for someone else's segment. You can be like, what's the segment? Werewolf. Oh, Jules should bring werewolf costume. Then it's the onus is on Jules. You can't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I'm your loving husband. Don't make my life harder.
Hi, Kippo.
I told you I have a little sleep. It's just gonna come on out. Mm-hmm. Where was I? What am I trying to say? After. I'm trying to say after. Come out the wrong way. After disc only. I'm trying to enunciate here. After disc only is Chaos Fortune Cookie Takeout Edition, which is just John on the road.
John on the road.
That's what they should have called it. Chaos. That's the second tagline. Chaos Fortune Cookie Takeout Edition. John on the road.
Is he driving for Uber Eats?
That might be part of it. We work that on other people's segment. That could be part of it. There might be a part of that segment where John gets in the car. Well, John's not allowed to drive here. John's Canadian.
He can drive here?
Well, you gotta get special American privilege pass.
Pretty sure he could just drive
I
here.
don't think that's how it works. Because driving in Canada is completely different than America. So.
Wow.
So when you learn how to drive in Canada, if you come to the States, you have to relearn driving, because we have rules and stuff.
And they don't.
Well, they just they're all of their roads are like the Autobahn. They just as fast as they can. It's just really chaotic. All right, so that's Saturday, and then on the Sunday, this is the last day. There's Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what I'm on. I actually don't remember what I'm on. I'm
on Wheel of Fortune.
I'm probably not on much.
Yeah.
Because that tends to be how I do things. It's I'm doing bumpers, when people are like, will you be on the segment? I'm usually like, no, just leave me alone. I'm going to work on something else. Wheel of Fortune, Pictionary, WarioWare, Get It Together, Overcooked. There is a segment called Nap Time. I do not know what that is. Like, I can't even reveal that to you because I don't understand what nap time is. It's vague and kind of threatening. Throne Controllers, Sab Irene and Family Jewels concerts, Family Feud, it's very different from Family Jewels, and then Mario Party.
Can I have my phone back? I gotta text someone a question.
Yeah. Sounds like bad SpongeBob. Here in a bit, some Satsy. Why is it always the expensive parcels that go MIA? Current saga, hopefully short. Foldable treadmill. Where is it? A number that doesn't exist. I don't blame the service, just the clowns at Google who don't know how houses work. Only roads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I hope that I hope that you just get the treadmill. And then if something happens and you don't get the treadmill, I hope that they resolve that issue. And it's not like a forever problem.
Oh, don't put your tail in the coffee.
That is a problem. Like, it depends, like, obviously where you live. But yeah, there's times where, depending on where you live, the Jeepus gives bad direction.
Yeah.
You know. Who was it that... I knew someone. There was a friend of mine who their address just like did not exist in Google. It just didn't exist. And like it gave you like just a completely wrong thing. So then they would have to find, it was either it was a different address or it was, I don't know if it was I guess coordinates work, but it was like a completely different address that did happen to take you to the right place. But it wasn't the right address. It just on Google Maps it did the right thing. Anyway, it was a big pain in the butt. It was a big pain in the butt. 63 Phils, gifted 5 subs to Toaster Wolf 99, King Locks 26, Purple Austin 74, XXI King Kai, and Meccan. Or maybe 21 King Kai. 63 Phils, thank you. I appreciate it. We also had 300 bits from Genesis that says, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for the good vibes on Tuesday. I'm doing all right. Good vibes right back at all of you. Genesis, I'm hoping for continued good vibes for you. And, you know, as you work through this time. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right. At least for now. So, good to hear. I'm sending good vibes to everyone who needs it this morning. I got some good vibes to spare. I worked a bit last night, and I had some things I needed to get done, and I got done. To be honest, there's been some IRL things that have been going on, and perhaps briefly, work was a bit of an escape for me. That might have been.
Sleep is an escape too.
Well,
you could have slept.
I know. I had some stuff I needed to get done, and I was frustrated at life. And I was like, gonna work. Haley said, you worked last night? Is that why you didn't sleep? First off, who said I didn't sleep? Who said that?
Pretty sure you did.
I don't know that I said that. I might have said that. Anyway, the important thing is that I feel better. Automod aggression. Haley. 500 bits of Alex Butterfly says, Thursday Bird! I'm very excited for Collar this year. Small update on my nephew Jonas. He's relearning to walk and is very motivated. Good vibes to all and happy Thursday. Excellent. Excellent.
Glad to hear that.
I hope that continues to go well. I'm all for continuing to share good vibes. If things are going well, I hope people, you know, chime in. And I'm excited for Coliseum also. I have been recently there's you know, a few things that have been happening, you know, behind the scenes IRL that have made perhaps focusing on Coliseum just slightly more difficult. Mm-hmm. But, you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of doing what I can. I'm excited about the event, but also there's some things to take care of prior to the event. One of the things that I'm planning on doing at some point, relatively soon, hopefully, it's up to them, is I was going to help Josh and Dan film bumpers.
Yeah.
And that offer stands. I told them I wouldn't edit them, but I would shoot them, and that's probably going to be happening soon. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Coliseum is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone had asked about the bumpers and how that was going. Bumpers are starting to exist.
Yeah, they are.
As of very recently, like maybe yesterday.
This week
people
they've
started
been
to
post
just
them.
Bumpers have started to exist. So I've been watching them as they came in because I'm always curious what people are making. People are starting to submit the parts for the intro.
Yes.
As well. I've started to get some of the entries for that. So, yeah. It's starting to come together. It's just wild to think that, like, the event is so soon. But I'm glad that the schedule's out because I really just like sitting on information. I just want to tell people. I'm like, once we know, let's get it out there. Let's start getting people excited. I'm excited to paint again. I only paint once a year. Do you know that?
I know.
How am I going to get better if I only paint once a year? How am I going to get better? Can we get a hint on the intro? No, I shouldn't do that because there's always
It's
just
not
a chance.
done.
It's
so.
not done. There's always a chance that everything will just fall apart. There is. Like every year, I'm not gonna call out anyone specific, but like every year there's multiple people that I have to like yell at and be like, where is your stuff? Like, I need you to film things for like 5 minutes. I've given you time. I've extended your deadline. Where is it? I don't want to strangle people. So like, there's always a chance that if like enough people,
Yeah.
there's always a chance that if enough people have not done it, I'll be like, forget it. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Anyway, all right, I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about the other things that have occurred since Tuesday. Tuesday was Valentine's Day. We had a beautiful little party at Haley's house. It was a lot of fun. She served this.
Assembled below a mystery hospital, Tiny had these funky stinky oatmeal lumps.
Oh my god. Okay, new base sentences are great. New base sentences are great. Big fan of this. I think one of my favorite parts, increasingly about the Eddie alerts, is that like everyone's like, oh, we're really excited about the food. The sentences that lead up into the food are sometimes as just as entertaining. You take that back. That was a bit from Lee473. So we can safely assume you'll be painting a perfect portrait of Tiny Eddie and his newest snack. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Funky, stinky oatmeal lumps. Funky, stinky oatmeal lumps. It's
You
just
really like that.
It's that's fun to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Funky, stinky oatmeal lumps. It's oatmeal made with chunks of durian. That's what I think. Durian oatmeal. I love Assembled Below a Mystery Hospital. It's so good. I really like that a lot. Ooh. Yeah, Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
What?
Hold on. Haley said to post picture of tree. I got you. Do you want the normal one? I think I posted the normal one onto Instagram, so I'm gonna post the fun one. Let me post the fun one. There we go. So Haley left her cardboard tree from Christmas up, and she painted it pink.
Yeah, we painted it pink.
You helped with the...
Yeah.
Okay, so Mao and Haley painted it pink. So check out that pink tree. And there's all of us enjoying each other's company. We took a normal photo, and then we took a fun photo. This is the fun photo. And it was...
There were 2 pink trees.
Gold star to Renee. And Haley did flower arranging in jars. I don't know, how well that comes across in the photos, but like they're actual flowers in jars, and they're on the tree. So it was real cute. It was real cute, and it was a fun party. We made Valentines for each other. That was it. But
yeah.
It was fun to see what everyone created, and I got a good clip of everything laid out. So I'll show that on the vlog. And I was working on stuff last night, so I'm actually the next vlog I have to edit is Valentine's Day. So I finished Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So those are all done. Saturday's vlog was rough. That was a rough edit. That one's scheduled for 10:30, so you'll get to watch it in an hour. It's
Yeah.
what you do.
I hit ready.
It's the one where we try the cookies.
The Girl Scout cookies.
The Girl Scout cookies. And I put a little extra effort into it. It was a hard edit anyway, because there's a lot to cut out, and I was like, sometimes you make a video, and I was telling Mal this morning, sometimes you make a video and like it just kind of feels like the sort of thing that would do better on YouTube. It's like when I make stuff for the vlog, especially, like I don't care. I don't give a crap. But if I do something that ends up feeling like it is a little more adjacent to like YouTube and not just my core audience, and sometimes I'd be like, all right, well, let me do a little extra things here to see if it'll, perform better for YouTube. So maybe it will. Maybe it won't.
Are you blepping? You were blepping.
But we'll see if it does. Either way, that'll be out in an hour, and it's worth your time. And you can watch it and judge me for my opinions about
Girl Scout cookies.
The tier list for Girl Scout cookies. I don't know that everyone will agree. Airdash says, vlog audience deserves effort too. I agree. It is harder to do that, and I think folks will probably just understand. I have a hard time pushing myself creatively when I'm behind on things, and now that I'm kind of like right at the cusp of crossing over this huge albatross and getting 2018 done, like I feel like I'm very subconsciously not taking on any additional like hardcore creative work, because I'm like, I just need to get this stuff done. I need to get this done, and then when things are finally fully caught up, I think I'll feel more comfortable about doing like extra stuff on the daily.
Yeah.
And embracing some of that creative side. I don't want to phrase it like I haven't felt creative, because I don't know that that's necessarily it. I think I've kind of told myself no. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's like I've subdued my creativity on purpose.
So you could get through it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucks a little bit. Like, to be perfectly honest, it actually kind of sucks, because when things are cut up, I think I do have a tendency to experiment more and do weird things and stuff like that. But now that I'm so close to getting caught up, doing the edits that I did for this vlog coming out in an hour, it was a real treat. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'll get back to it. Are you aiming to finish 2018 before Coliseum? God, I'd love that. I'd love that
Defeating
so
a
much.
cat isn't complete without Tiny Eddie's iced graduation zebra shortbread.
Kepler, did you hear that?
That was Bits for Toaster Wolf says, hey grandparents, apparently today everything became so slick that my entire family needed to stay home today. So I need some little Eddie snacks to feed them.
Well, first you have to defeat a cat.
Defeating a cat isn't complete without Tiny Eddie's iced graduation zebra shortbreads. This is just a zebra cake.
Yeah.
It's a zebra cake, but you're not allowed to have it until you've defeated a cat. How does one defeat a cat? I don't know. You can. You gotta be hard to win against.
Yeah.
In most competitions. Defeating a cat. Also, now I really want a zebra cake. I haven't had one in a long time.
You know, at gas stations, they sell them individually, so you can, like, not have to buy a box.
Yeah, I don't want a box. You know, actually, you know what I want? You know what they should sell? I actually don't know if they sell. They might sell
Zebra
this.
cakes and raspberry zingers. That's where it's at.
I want them to sell a, like, Little Debbie variety pack. So it's like the same number of things that you'd get, like 8 or 10 or whatever, but everything in it's different. Because they sold a variety pack for, what was it, like Gushers and fruit roll-ups and fruit by the foot.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to sell a Little Debbie sampler platter. Little Debbie flight. That's what I want. That's what I want, because I want to try some of these things. Some of them I ain't never had. You know, these are things that, like, people grow up and they're like, I had this, I had that. Like, I had a few things. But my jam was always oatmeal cream pies. But, like, there's a bunch of them I haven't even tried. I'd love to try them, but I don't want to, you know, buy boxes. I'd have to get them at the gas station, and it would be cheaper to get just, like, one box.
Next time we have everyone over, we ask them each to pick up a box, we assign them one, and then we do a big trial.
We each try we each consume 2,000 calories worth of Little Debbie snack cakes.
Okay, good point. We could cut some of them in half.
We could probably cut them in half. We get 3 bits of Platinum Pikachu says, wait, hold on, there's an Eddie.
Experience the misshapenness of Tiny Eddie's forest clearing brave twiglets.
These are good. These are really good. That was a bit from Lola Grizz. Okay, Tiny Eddie, I need a new snack to get me through my workday. What do you have for me? Experience the missapenness of Tiny Eddie's forest-clearing brave twiglets.
I think the twiglets are a race of, like, little gnome creatures that live in forest clearings, and
they're basically
apparently they're misshapen.
They're basically tiny pseudo-woodos.
Yeah, and Tiny Eddie scoops them up and, like, sells them as a snack. They're like poplars.
It was kind of cute.
Futurama.
It was kind of cute, and then it got real bad. It's like, it's just a tiny race of these little nymph creatures. They're so, and then Tiny Eddie just sells them to eat. Little pseudo-woodos that are like,
They're poplars.
they all sing in unison when they're working. They're like,
We did all we did, all we had to have to dig, all we planted the seed, we did all we planted the seed.
that's exactly what they sound like. Anyway, we eat them.
Are they Koroks?
They kind of, like a little Korok, little Oompa Loompa. Little both.
The underwear nose.
Yeah.
Jump over your taste buds with Tiny Eddie's thin brine munchies.
Jump over your taste buds. That was a bit from Risa Luca. Morning, grandparents. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Eddie, what snack should I have to celebrate? Have you considered just, like, munching some brine?
Ah, yes, brine. Famous for being crunchy.
I mean, if you let it thicken up.
But it's thin.
Brine bark. Jump over your taste buds. Your taste buds won't know what hit them.
No, they won't.
Your taste buds will be crying for mercy. It's fine. It's fine. There's a Ween song about brine. And I don't remember what it is now. It's too early. I can't formulate.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait. No, I got there. It's Mutilated Lips. Mutilated lips give a kiss on the wrists of the worm-like tips of tentacles extending in your mind. I'm fine accepting only fresh brine. You could get another shot of this. Yes, you wish. I'm awake. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu says, I have a small confession to make. I'd already seen the TRG color schedule. Someone found it, possibly via Googling, and shared it on the TRG fan Discord last week. Yay for sneak previews. I mean, I don't care. I literally wanted to tell everyone, like, the minute that we knew stuff. Like, the minute that MC was like, you gotta do a painting segment again, I was like, I really want to tell people that MC wanted the painting segment that bad. I was like, that's great. I want to share that. Anyway, we're painting, so it's going to be good. 300 from Satsy, who says, oh, you need it for physio? Well, the delivery guy wouldn't know that. Take it up with Amazon. Said the delivery company that doesn't realize it just let on that it also delivered to the wrong street. Won't even correct the mistake. So disappointed. I'm sorry. That does sound really crappy. I hope things get sorted out somehow. In the meantime, eat this.
Stop pinching that elbow and start eating Tiny Eddie's postmodern cream cookies.
Finally, some postmodern cream. That was the bits from Girlfriend. Says, so Tiny Eddie, what snack should I stock up on in preparation for TRG Coliseum?
You could make some postmodern cream cookies.
What is postmodern cream?
Well, you just have like cream sandwich cookies, and then you can do like a postmodern design on top. With like royal icing.
You have thoughts on postmodernism?
Not this early in the morning.
Don't even get her started on postmodernism. Anyway, stop pinching that elbow. Sounds like a Carlos problem. Like, Carlos.
Well, they're double
like a dog.
Well, they're
Carlos.
double reed instruments, so you pinch them together.
You gotta pinch them. I can't not pinch.
We had a 29-month resub from Space Cat Zero. Thank you. You okay?
So anyway, I got something that's new.
What's new?
You don't even know about it yet.
Is it for me?
What?
Is it for me?
No. I mean, like, it is, kind of, but... I'm sorry, did you want something for you? Can I give you something? What can be for you? What do you want?
Surprise me.
With, what would you like to be surprised with? You know what I had... Sorry, this is just honesty hours, and I don't have enough filter to stop it. It's dangerous. You know what I was thinking about?
What?
You. I was working. And I at some point I had to go to the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom, and I was in there, and I was like, you know what I really want to do? I wanted to like write you something, like a poem. Or something.
Did you?
No.
Okay.
But I didn't have the time at the time to do that. But I was thinking, I was like, Right before. Don't worry, this is going somewhere. Jazz at home. No, it's not. Because I said goodnight to you, and I had some emotions. I had some emotions because I said goodnight to you last night, and because I knew I was gonna work on some things, and the first thing I did is I was like I love Mallory so much, and I was like I want her to know that, and I had you on my mind, and I was like I want to like do something, but first I'm gonna do the dishes. So I went downstairs. And there was a lot of dishes because we still actually had things from Super Bowl, and I was like, I got to deal with this. So I did the dishes, and then there were so many dishes it was going to take 2 times. So I started the dishes, started load one of the dishes, and I came upstairs and I was working, and then I had to poop, and then I was like, I really want to like write something, and I didn't get a chance to do it because I was also trying to work because I am very hell bent on not being behind. But I want you to know that I thought about it a lot.
Okay. So what is the thing that happened that I didn't know about?
Oh, I got my results.
Oh, you did? Oh, good.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I had the PDF. I don't have the PDF. But I got the results from both the wearing the heart monitor for thanks Haley. I got the results for wearing the heart monitor for 2 weeks, and then also the results of the echo, and it was neat. There was so the things that I was experiencing were real.
Okay.
So it's not like, because I'm always worried that like, oh, something's in your head, or they're just gonna be like, it's stress.
Yeah.
And that actually is not what happened.
Oh.
It wasn't that. It was, they were like, oh, you're having, I don't know, there's words. It's like, oh God, it's constricted atrial something, something, and constricted ventricle, whatever.
Okay.
So like these things actually were happening, but it was like, because like this is all like written in Dr. Ease or whatever, and then at the bottom it's like what the doctor thinks. The doctor's like, yeah, this thing is happening, but it's not very often.
Okay.
And he's like, so it's only, like, you only need to treat this if you have, like, if it bothers you. He's like, if it bothers you, like, if it's annoying to you, then you could get, like, a beta blocker. And he's like, otherwise, he's like, it's just not, like, a problem. But, because I have, like, whatever the weird thing is with the heart, the echo. These doctors didn't have my old echo stuff.
Yes.
Because there's a new doctor, so they're just like, oh, you got like holes or something. So they want me to come back in for another echo in like a year or two so they can like compare the echoes and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Do. Yeah, what Noah said. I'm guessing you had rare packs and/or PVCs, which are normal. Something like that. I think both, actually. Yeah, it was because it was atrial and ventricle. So it was like one of those things that's like, yeah, this thing is the thing that's happening. It's not in your head. It's not related to stress. I mean, I guess it could be related to stress. I don't know. But it's just one of those things of like, hey, it's, it's up to you.
Okay.
We can take matching beta blockers. We can take matching beta blockers. Oh, boy. Yeah, Chad says, sounds like the most important thing is that it's not detrimental to your long-term health. Correct. That's the big thing. It's like the write-up is basically like, sorry if it's annoying. And I'm like, okay. All right.
Noah
fine.
says, so if you were to put a heart monitor on 10 people, you would see PACs and PVCs on 8 of them, and maybe 2 would be symptomatic. They're very normal.
Cool. Yeah. And like, my suspicion is that as with a lot of health issues, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but like the way it typically works for me is like I'll get like a thing, something will be going on, and then I'll be like, there's a thing. And then as time goes on, you know, I experience the thing, and I'm like, I wonder what that thing is. And then like the stress and the worry ends up making the thing worse.
Yeah.
This has happened so many different times in my life where it's like, little thing happens. Huh, that's weird. What's up with that thing? I don't know what that thing is. Oh, the thing happened again. Oh, maybe I should worry about that thing. Oh, maybe I should worry about that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then eventually it's bad. And then you go to a doctor and they do all the tests and they're like, oh, you're stressed. And then I don't worry about the thing. And then like the symptoms, and stop describing my, just, some of you may feel seen from this, but like that has been my experience with like all sorts of different things. This is one of the first things that at least they had some sort of resolution. Because a lot of times when I get to the end of these processes, they're like, there is literally nothing wrong with you, you're just stressed. This one, at least I have the
words.
Yeah, at least they were like, no, there's something happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, thank God. You know, and like James says, how's your stomach feeling? Yeah, so that was something I dealt with a year ago, where I was having some really bizarre pain, something here, and I was like, what the heck is that? And the doctor was like, it's probably a hernia. And then they sent me to the gastro, and they did every single test in the book to determine that nothing was wrong with me. And I'm like, cool, that's great. Love hitting my deductible to hear that nothing is wrong with me. But, you know, after the fact, the amount of times I've dealt with this has been almost nothing. Mm-hmm. It has happened.
Yeah.
But when it happens, I just now go, screw it. It's stress, I guess, because, you know, I knew that they looked at everything. I've been probed in every hole about 4 times. I'm like, well, I guess it's fine. And it sucks. It actually sucks a lot. It sucks to have something happen and to not know if it's serious or not. And the only way you can really know is go to the doctor. And we live in a hellhole of a country that you gotta go if you want to know. And then you get there, and then you end up having to pay the dollars because you're like, am I going to die? And then they have to tell. It's so great. It's wonderful. It's fine. It's totally fine. Anyway, the good news is I'm fine. Good news is I'm fine. Where were we? We were somewhere. We had 15 months from NK Arts. 300 bits from Colin with the ooh woo. Thank you. And 52 months from Brandon.
Morning, Brandon.
Morning, Brandon. Morning, Brandon. But yeah, as Aiden Nishi says, glad to hear you're all right at least. That's the most important thing.
I figured the news was like either it's nothing or it's something but fine when you started talking, because I figured otherwise you would have like said something before stream.
Yeah.
Because when you started talking, I was like,
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, guess what? Yeah, that's not that. I wouldn't do that.
We need a picture of this cat.
Yeah, I only got the thing. It was middle of the night, and it made me wonder what's going on when they like. Maybe Noah has some insight into this, like when it is that the folks that review this stuff go over. Is that typically done in the middle of the night? Because like this thing hit my email like in the middle of the night, and I was like, what? Because I got a thing, and it was like, hey, your test results are in. And I was like, oh, okay. When you start talking, my heart jumped. You just kept it going, bro. Sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. And like again, it does suck. The everything revolving around the system and everything. Like I hate all of it. That said, I have done my due diligence to be checked out. Mm-hmm. Last year and now also this year, and it does give you some peace of mind. Like to an extent, that peace of mind has like there's a limit, right? Like, you know, I went to the cardiologist in my early 20s, and now am I still early 30s?
Yeah.
I'm creeping into mid 30s, but like now 10 years later, I've went back, and that seems to me that sounds like something that's probably going to be like you're good, but you'll probably want to go back to a cardiologist in like 10 years, or I guess as the older you get, it gets more often. But things are okay. Things are okay. I was a little concerned, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to think if I got anything else weird going on with me, but I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. I one of the reasons that we do bother to check things out is like it can be something. My greatest example of this is Mallory. You know what I mean? Like, you were like, it's probably nothing. I'm probably wasting everyone's time with this surgery. And then they were like, you have stage 4 endometriosis. So, when that happens in your family, then you're just kind of like, maybe I will go to cardiologist. Maybe I'll just check. Maybe I'll just check. Because you never know. You never know. Then Haley yelled at Mel, and it worked out fine. My Costco disease has been bad, actually. It's been real bad lately. I'm trying to figure out what my next step with that is going to be. A lot of it has to do with
you did have a doctor tell you that's what it was.
Yeah,
so.
I have been diagnosed with sorry, I call it Costco disease because it's easier to say than what it actually is, which is there's no C in it, costochondritis, which is when your it's like the cartilage around your sternum is inflamed, and it basically just means that like it hurt.
I'm so glad, Sab.
Excellent. Yeah, and there's a lot of folks that have ended up like advocating for themselves based on your story, and I think that's why telling your story is so important. It's angry sternum syndrome, basically. The best way I can describe it is that it can hurt just, depending on like how you're moving, but like when it's particularly bad, if you sneeze, there ain't no pain worse. I mean, you will sneeze and you'll just be on the floor. Like that's how painful it is. Just because it's like a bit of a convulsion. But yeah, it's weird. It's you kind of have to like think about it and carry yourself in a particular way and sleep in a particular way, and you're basically trying not to aggravate it, But also, have you considered? I'm not there yet, but we might be ribcage buddies someday. You don't know. Long term, one of the best ways to deal with it is to actually build up your pec muscles. So like that's kind of a thing that I want to, kind of work towards. But also, you can't do too much at once or you aggravate it. It's just this terrible balancing act of like, you need to work out your chest, but not too much. Let's work it out a little bit, but not too much. It's fine. Good Jones has entered the chat. 34 months from Gamer Girl Life, 2108. Thank you. 300
Just do a push-up.
I mean, it's... Yeah, kind of. Here's from Satsy. It says, are you sure you don't want a coil? No, it's pain. It'll stop the bleeding. It's the pain. Are you sure you... Get the organ out, please. Me for far too many years. Yeah, we didn't even... there's a lot of things that you can talk about with the medical system. We didn't even talk about the gaslighting.
No, we did not.
Because that we could and probably have devoted entire streams to that.
Yeah. We have a Kepi photo. That's Kepi photo. Kepi photo. Kepi photo. That's what he's doing next to me.
That is yeah, it's two places at once. Hi, little guy. Anyway, I know that we steered real hardcore into health stuff, but I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. I'll talk about that on the vlog too at some point.
You gotta message your parents, even though your dad's listening.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too, because my dad can let me. My mom has been so concerned.
Yeah.
And she's talked to me, and like when I had on several different occasions, she's been like, "Did you get your results?" And I'm like, "No." I wish I did, but I didn't. So she'll be relieved. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about something else. We'll talk about something else.
Are you coming back? Are you leaving? Bye.
Bye. I'm sorry.
I have the hiccups now.
Oh man, one of the things, you know what your hiccup reminded me of? Your hiccup reminded me of Haley's hiccup. And Haley's hiccup reminded me of what we did on Valentine's Day.
Uh-huh.
Which was watch a video where Haley hiccuped.
Oh.
So one of the things the entire statement is like the weirdest thing. Haley was fine. It was fine. I'm not gonna give any information that's like, here's a very serious thing. I would save that for like a edited video. That's fine. Adult friendships are weird. You have no idea. On Valentine's Day, in addition to doing the actual Valentine's portion, we also watched some old videos, and like we watched some Broken Picture Phones with the group, which is fun. Also, Broken Picture Phone is great. Everyone should watch all of them. They're always really great. I love Broken Picture Phone so much. And we also watched some old vlogs because we just had an interest in like seeing things from, a decade ago. We watched like some old PAX stuff. And I think
the first time Josh was on a video. Yeah, that vlog.
Yeah. We watched it was a month or so before Alex and Haley met at PAX. Haley and Lindsay had come to visit Myrtle Beach, and there was a part where they had gotten a chocolate covered jalapeno. And this all started because Haley had a jalapeno on Valentine's Day and was like, "Oh, I get the hiccups sometimes when things get really spicy." And then she turned on the video from 10 years ago of that exact same thing taking place. The point I'm trying to get to is that, for one, I don't really watch any of the old stuff that I make. It just doesn't happen. I'm not ever sitting around and like, oh, I'm going to watch old vlogs. I don't ever do that. So it's interesting to watch it. And the thing that I'm now impressed by is the fact that we've been doing this like a long time, but we've been doing it so long that now actually the stuff from like 10 years ago is still pretty good. I was kind of impressed because when you think of like, the stuff I was making 10 years ago is bad, and like, certainly it's changed a little bit, and like I'm better at certain elements, but like the stuff from 10 years ago is like 2013, and it's actually still pretty good. Like the vlog, we watched, some vlogs from 2013. We watched some vlogs from 2012, and I'm like, these are actually still decent.
Yeah.
Things have got, like, technology's improved, and I've gotten better at editing and better at doing like other little things. And composition and all these little things have gotten better in 10 years, but like it's still actually pretty decent. That was where I was going with all of this, is like when you hiccuped, I was like, the vlogs are pretty good. They're actually not that bad. It is now possible to go back like 10 years and be like, this stuff's alright. It's pretty good. We 3 Bits of Cocknine says, started reading a book last night, Michael Crichton's Dragon Teeth. It's set in 1876, and the main character had to learn photography. Taking 80 pounds of stuff to take 100 pictures. Wet plate photography.
Wet plate's neat. My professor did that, like, as his thing.
It's, I mean, photography, I mean, lots of tech has changed, right? But photography especially. Photography is like... Crichton?
That sounds right to me.
What's that CH in there for? What? Anyway, Crichton. Yeah, photography has changed just immensely. And we wind up talking about that on stream a lot because, you know, camera. But it has, and it's changing dramatically, like year to year too. You know, no one owns I don't want to say no one because then the camera owners will jump out at me. But like, you know, in a vague sense, no one owns a camera anymore. There's just no need. You know, people have a camera on their phone, and like increasingly that's very capable.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's, you know, it's very surprising to me. And it wasn't all that long ago that you needed 80 pounds of stuff.
Morning, Dan.
Hey, Dan! Morning, buddy. Hope you had a good sleep. You know, Dorga, as a camera owner, I am offended. We do have several cameras in this house also. So.
Several.
Like 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say 2. There's a few. There's a few. And also, like, the best camera is the one that you have with you at all times. Like, what good is a camera if it's so bulky or
it's
cumbersome?
The one you use the most.
Yeah. You know, what good is a camera if it's so bulky? I mean, that's one of the reasons I stopped using the FX3 is like, it's a great camera. I love it. Getting a chance to shoot with it's wonderful. And once I'm caught up with the vlog and I'm doing stuff at home, I'd love to use it when I'm at home. That being said, it's not good to take anywhere because it's huge. So like, just having this, great. It's great. Oh yeah, I should send it in to repair. It's under warranty. I should send it in.
Yeah.
The FX3, I've talked about it briefly before, but the FX3, when I got it, like from the time I've got it, the Wi-Fi chip or whatever it is in it has never worked. Which isn't a huge deal, but there's been times I could have utilized that, so you can like control the camera remotely. It's never worked. I should probably try and get that working again. Damn, that's a good question. What's the food reward when we finish 2018? And the 100,000 vlog? What do you want to do for that?
I'm not sure.
Those events might be
the same time.
Yeah, they're almost certainly going to coincide. If I can get my act together, and if life starts throwing me normal pitches instead of curveballs.
What if we do Hot Pot as a group?
Oh, well, that would be fun. Yeah, that might be something we could do. I don't know. How about a big old pot of beans? Haley knows so much about beans. I want craft time and no camera time. It doesn't tell you, like, publicly. It tells me privately, like, exactly how far away we are from 100,000 on the vlog. It's real close. I think it's, like, 300 subscribers or something. So it's within the next... I mean, at this point, it might be within the next week. So within the next week, the vlog should be hitting 100,000 subscribers. I still have 10 old vlogs to make. So it may not be like at the exact same time, but it's real. These things are going to coincide in very short order. They're going to be basically happening at the same time. So yeah, we'll definitely do something to celebrate. Because it is a big deal. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, and I do want to celebrate it in some capacity. I'd love to celebrate with friends because, I mean, the vlog, to some extent, exists because of them.
Mm-hmm.
all of the best vlogs, in my opinion, have always featured other people.
Yeah.
So I would love to see us do something with everyone. Aw, well, thank you. I think that's a good way of putting it. It feels like a cozy corner to me. We'll keep doing stuff. Dan says, I also want to celebrate when you finish 2018. Haley said, your vlog is only popular because of me. /S. I mean, I think I'm most grateful for the fact that, like, not only have I been doing this a long time, but I think it's just so fun that the folks that are, my friends that are being featured in the vlogs now, the same people that were featured in the vlogs, like, forever ago. There may have been long gaps in their, how often they were around, but, like, I don't know. When you have people in your life that you love and that you want to spend time with, you find a way to get back to them. And it just means a lot to have, such good friends in the area and be able to spend more time with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still friends. We did it. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice. It's weird too, right? Like, if you were to start watching the vlog from the very beginning now, I feel like you'd be really surprised. You'd be like, oh, Dan's moving to Myrtle Beach. Oh, that's neat. Oh, now they're moving to Raleigh. Oh, and, like, all these people are back. Like, it's great. It's highly recommended. Would advise folks to move to where their friends are. Pick a new town that no one's ever been to and move there.
Bodyguard approved but boldly nom-nomable. Tiny Eddie's world-renowned spaghetti rectangulars.
Sorry, everything about this. We were having a nice little conversation, and all of a sudden, that was a bit from Studio Jimbo. Been watching you guys for a little over 7 years now. Thanks for giving us all a comfy corner of the internet where we found good friends and made lifelong memories. Well, first off, thank you. Second off, bodyguard approved, but boldly nom-nomable. Tiny Eddie's world-renowned spaghetti rectangulars.
Well, if you take 4 pieces of spaghetti, you make a rectangle.
You know what my favorite part of this is it feels like a knockoff competitor to SpaghettiOs. But
they're boldly nom-nomable.
Instead of spaghetti squares, they were like, no, we're going to get sued because it's too close. Spaghetti rectangulars. God, I want to eat some spectacular. Oh, I can't say it.
Spaghetti rectangulars.
Spaghetti rectangulars.
Mom spaghetti.
Well timed. Well timed, Slick Duke. Eminem approved. Still struggling with the word, and Eminem's like, I will help you. The word is spaghetti. My mom made some. I put it in a song. 300 from Shia says, so next week is my last day at work after about 1 year there. It was upsetting being told I wasn't a good fit for the job, but after I sat on it for a day, I felt relieved. It was only at that point I realized how miserable it made me. They did give me a month notice, so that was nice of them as well. I mean, getting notice is good.
Yeah.
Getting notice is really good. And, certainly I wish you well as you move into, whatever your next endeavor is. I'm going to send you some good vibes. Multiple good vibes for today. Okay, I've touched on... God, really? Wow. It's just later than I thought it was. I've been having a good time. Sometimes I look at the clock on the breakfast stream and I'm like, okay, so we still got some time. And then other times I look and I'm like, I feel like I've only been talking for like 20 minutes. I've been having myself a good fun.
Good. I'm glad.
A good fun. Anyway.
Is there a frog in your belly?
Maybe. I bet I have 1 unit of Jolly. On Tuesday.
Past Tuesday or coming Tuesday?
This last Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 days ago. On 2 days ago on the breakfast stream, I had given you the opportunity to, if you wanted to just hijack things and talk about whatever you wanted as we got closer to the end of the stream.
Okay.
You elected not to at that time, and we took fewer questions and went in that direction, which is fine.
Okay.
But I wanted to give you that opportunity again. In case you wanted to just you're like, because I'm always talking about cameras.
Yes.
And, if you want to just hijack things and talk about whatever, you can.
No. You can't put me on the spot.
Alright.
Mr. Deathkill says a good question. What kind of paint will you use for Coliseum? Still tempera? We're not painting in my studio this year, and yeah, we're gonna use something washable. So
Not being in the studio is actually a big deal.
yeah.
Because we did it in the studio every time we've done it.
Yeah.
And that's been really great for a few reasons. For one, all the equipment was in there. You just hit a button. That's nice. But then also, yeah, Mal's got all the stuff. Everything's set up. And to do painting on location is a whole thing. So
Yeah.
you're the one that knows what the heck we're...
We're using a high quality tempera.
Okay. And we don't have any of the stuff.
Oh no, I gave a list.
Yeah, I mean...
And if everything on my list is gotten, because I did give a few options, things will be a little different this year. In a good way. And I'm really excited about it.
We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know I've already talked about this before, but in going to Coliseum, there's 4 of us going. We're all just going to go in my car. And by the time you have everyone packing their stuff, and then we have some extra equipment, we don't have any space to also take any painting supplies. So.
Yeah, my easel does not fold very small.
So Mao had to basically get a supply list and give it to MC and be like, if you want the painting thing to happen, it can, buy this and bring it there. So it'll be there when we get there. So, yeah, that is the plan. I'm pretty sure the car will be big enough for everything we need.
Yeah, hopefully.
We could theoretically rent a vehicle, but it just doesn't seem necessary. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Do we have yeah, we have a roof rack. We've never used it. I don't think we'll even need the roof rack.
I don't think we have the crossbars. I think we just have the rails.
Yeah. You can rent a vehicle, just make MC pay for it. I mean, I would. I would do that. But I don't think that we need to rent a vehicle. I think we'll be okay with the car. I mean, I know Josh has got to bring an Xbox. Because Josh is doing Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Josh has got to bring an Xbox, I'm pretty sure. And then, we have the most equipment, you know, for bumper stuff. Because we will have the Pelican case and then 1 or 2 additional bags just of equipment.
Yeah.
And some other stuff like that. But I still think we'll be good.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. I'm not going to rent a car just for Cardboard John. I'm not going to do that. No, I hope that we can manage to bring him in some capacity. Maybe we'll just cut him up in little pieces. Just reassemble him.
You sit in the front seat with me.
Because what if we...
I also have to bring stuff to put him back together.
Tape?
No, he needs support.
Hear me out.
What?
What if we cut him up?
And mail him? Like Flat Stanley?
No. Well, what if we cut him up where, like, he'll, really fold down. Like, real tight.
Uh-huh.
And then we put him back together, and we just duct tape him on the back so he's kind of loose. So, like, we hang him up like a, like a wind chime. Actually, we might be able to turn it into a wind chime.
Anyway,
Just thought,
no.
hang loose, Johnny Bear. Aren't we all kind of loose? I would love to see a 7-foot wind chime. I would love it. That would be... Here's the thing. Like, when we made it, it was for Coliseum last year. We didn't know we'd ever see him again. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. So, like, whatever happens, happens. You know, if they want him at Coliseum so bad, be like, oh, we had to chop you up. You're tiny now. I don't know. Or, like, we'll leave the legs at home. We could just put John behind a couch. So he's just always behind a couch because we had to remove the legs. I don't know. There's options. We'll see. 200 bits from War Turtle. Appreciate it. Thank you. We get 300 from Thunderstriker. Says, it's my birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wanted to thank you both in this community for all the good vibes over the past 10 years, and also thank Nintendo for making my birthday a week away from a new-ish Kirby game. Yeah, because the Dreamland port comes out. That counts as newish. I mean, it's a 2010 game. It's been like 13 years, right? So, yeah.
Newish, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a port, but they added new stuff, and we're so far removed now from the original that, a lot of people are going to experience it as a new Kirby game anyway, so that seems good. Don't forget, on your birthday, do something special for yourself. Please. And everyone, do something at least semi-special today. When was the last time you treated yourself to something? It could be small. It could, like, for me, if I was going to treat myself to something... You know what I never do? And I never do this because I just hardcore trained myself not to do it whenever I was a kid and just follows me through. I never, ever get sleep. You know what I never do? I never get a candy at the checkout.
Uh-huh.
I do not do that. Like, I know the whole thing is like they put the candy there so, you're getting your stuff and you're leaving the store and you're like, I guess I'll get... I never do that. Like, do not ever under any circumstances do that. I'm like, I don't fall for your tricks. But that's like a tiny way. It's a tiny way of being like, don't do that. You know what I want that I'm always looking out for. I don't ever pick up the candy, but I'm looking out for it. Is Fifth Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old candy bar that like is very rarely carried in places. Every once in a while you'll find it. Really like Fifth Avenues. You get stuck in your teeth, and then they cause you physical pain.
I don't think I ever had them. Can I even? I don't know.
No, they have peanut butter in them.
Mm.
Yeah, Fifth Avenue is a good one. I really like those. Anyway, I'm not telling everyone like, hey, buy a piece of candy today. I mean, do whatever you want. But like, if you're like me and that's something that you don't ever do, that is a tiny way to treat yourself. Spend $1 or $2 and be like, hey, maybe I'll get a Reese's cup or something. Or allow yourself to try something new. I do like that. We'll do that occasionally if there's like a new candy and we're like, what's that? What's up with this thing? We'll try it out. We get 300 bits from Kayla Lux. It says, going to see my favorite band today and again in a different city tomorrow. Let's see what clown will bless my days. That's cool.
Yeah.
Get to be a bit of a roadie for 2 days. That's really neat. Cool. Trying to think of the last time I saw a band in concert. What did we see?
I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
When was Modest Mouse?
I was still teaching.
Really? No, there's
I
no
was.
way. Really?
Yep. Because it was a weekday, I took the day off work the next day. Because we had to drive back.
Oh
Trans-Siberian
my God.
Orchestra.
Oh, it was Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It was Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's right. I forgot. But before that, I don't know. Before that, it might be hard to figure out. We saw. Oh, we did see. We saw They Might Be Giants in Birmingham.
Yeah, we did. That might have been it.
That might have been it.
That might have
Was
been
that
it.
in 2018?
Don't know. Maybe.
We went quite a ways without seeing anything.
Weird Al? I think that was before.
Yeah, Weird Al was a great concert though. I'd love to see Weird Al again. 300 Bits of Mentap, it says, Chat, I'm heading to San Diego this weekend for a conference. Any food or fun recommendations? Chat will have to be the ones that help you exclusively, as I have never been to San Diego, much to Jules' chagrin. I will get out there at some point. But I have not. Have you been to San Diego?
Just through it and we drove. We didn't even stop.
It's a shame. I mean, Alex is working. It's a shame he's not here because Alex lived in San Diego for a while. Haley has a recommendation: Balboa Park. Yeah, Alex lived in San Diego for
Sometime.
at least 1 year. But
It was more than
It was
that.
more than that, right? I don't remember exactly. I never. Yeah, the SD. The SD. Yeah, I wanted to get out there. We never managed to do that. But that's okay. Now when I go, it won't be to see Alex because he lives here. It'll be to see Jules at some point. That's all. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up. Let folks know what's going on.
Tomorrow we're streaming Galaxy 2.
Yep, it's our 7th. It's our 7th stream of Galaxy 2. We have over 80 stars, so we're doing pretty good. The game's starting to get harder, so star collection's probably gonna slow down.
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. I don't know if I've explicitly cleared this with Chaz, but we do kind of need to do it, so I'm clearing it live with him right now. We do need to finish the 3D puzzle on Sunday. Like, I don't think we have another Sunday available to us because
I mean, we technically do, but it's
prep.
closer to Kahlo, so it's
Kahlo
harder.
Yeah. And I believe Alex and Haley are joining us for the puzzle, which makes this puzzle very special because that means every single person in Raleigh will have worked on the puzzle, on finishing Notre Dame. So,
I know
like,
Brandon has said that he doesn't get to actually build it.
because he's going to be out of town. So I don't know. That's just kind of fun to me. It's like, oh, so we had Josh, Dan, and Brandon help, get everything situated. We actually did really well.
Yeah.
On the first stream with it.
We did amazing.
But on Sunday we'll be working with Alex Haley to finish it up. Probably be doing something else too, because I have a feeling we will probably have a little extra time.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I don't think there's any other announcements.
No.
I'm always paranoid that I'm gonna forget something. That's right. Ooh, Chaz, that's right. We have a brand new game that we're showing on Saturday.
On Steven and Friends.
Yeah.
Game we've never never played before.
It's a game that that's completely new. It's not tabletop sim, because I know folks will be like, "Oh, it's tabletop sim," and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great stuff in tabletop sim, but this is actually a completely new game, and it's right up our alley for the sort of stuff that we like to do. So you'll find out Saturday. It was fun. We enjoyed it. Genre hint. It's I don't want to give it away.
Yeah. Don't.
I don't want to give it away. It's funny. It's funny, and it's very similar to some stuff that we've done. So, I think folks will enjoy it. Mm-hmm. It leads to good comedy, which is the thing that I like. And I guess that's it.
Yeah, the vlog's out.
I guess that's it. Yeah, the vlog's out. You can go. Haley's dad isn't in a lot. The vlog's out. You can go watch that and hear our hot takes on Girl Scout cookies. Someone's gonna be mad. Someone's gonna be mad. I'm ready to hear your wrong opinions about Adventurefuls. There's a lot to say. Hope y'all enjoy it. Check it out. Give it a watch. We will be back tomorrow night. Please do come back.
Join us.
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll play some Mario Galaxy 2. Alright, folks. That is it. I'm not going to do a post screen because I'm going to send you to the vlog instead. So let's dome. What should we dome? How about nope, wait, nope. Oh, lost it. Oh. You know what? I think I need to maybe sleep.
Yeah, you do need to sleep.
Yeah. I'm like, what if I did a sleep?
Yeah, that'd be great.
What if I did a
Sleep dome.
Like Hair Daddy.
Sleep dome.
Oh, Hair Daddy was what I searched for the gift this morning. Sleep dome. All right, that's it. See you tomorrow night.